Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today's recipe is Indian style turmeric rice. In India, we call this recipe as tahari or haldi chawal. So let's first note the ingredients we need to make the recipe. Here I am taking 2 tablespoons of oil, any cooking oil, in a pressure cooker. If you don't want to use pressure cooker, you can also make this recipe in any other pot, any regular pot or instant pot. Once the oil is nice and hot, we will start adding our raw garam masalas. Here I'm adding 2 bay leaves, 1 cinnamon stick, few cloves, 4 to 5 black pepper pods, and 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Did you know Indian cooking is incomplete without tempering? Indian tempering is done either at the beginning of the cooking process or as a final flavoring at the end. Like in this one, we are preparing the tempering in the beginning. So next step is onions. When these spices start to crackle, we will add our finely chopped onion and saute it until it changes its color to golden brown. Sometimes we do the tempering in the beginning of the recipe and sometimes in the end. Look how beautifully the onions have changed its color to golden brown, just as we wanted. Okay, so now we will add our in-demand ingredient, that is potatoes. My family loves potatoes in almost every single recipe. We will now saute the potatoes for a minute or two and then add in our roughly chopped tomatoes. Mix it well and then goes in the spices. Salt, red chili powder and turmeric. Let the spices get cooked on medium temperature. And when you start to smell the aroma of the spices, it's time to add our peas. Mix it well, and now it's time to add the water. Okay, so to make the perfect basmati rice, here is my tip number 1. Wash the rice thoroughly and soak it at least 15 minutes prior to cooking. Tip number 2, start with 2 cups of water for 1 cup of rice. If your water and rice ratio is perfect, the rice will definitely fluff up and it will be perfect as well. Once the water starts to boil, it's time to add in our soaked rice. And also I forgot to mention that I have added 2 green chilies along with the peas. If you don't want to add green chilies as you prefer less spice in your food, you can completely skip this step. But it will not make it too spicy, it will still be mild. And when you notice that the water is almost absorbed by the rice, but it's kind of still drowned, make sure there's enough water left to pressure cook. But not too much, otherwise we might overcook the rice and it will become all mushy and moist and soggy. Neither do we want too much water nor too less. Just enough to cook the rice so we are not left with burnt rice at the bottom. And just before closing the lid, we will add our magic ingredient, So for today's recipe, the magic ingredient is desi ghee or clarified butter. In Punjabi food, desi ghee is a must. Like desi ghee is the heart of all Punjabi recipes, and we just cannot imagine our food without desi ghee. Like when you talk about Punjabi food, you are talking about ghee. Like it's so related. Now just close the lid and let it sit on the stovetop at low temperature for exactly 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll remove the cooker off the stovetop and let it release its pressure on its own. Once the pressure is off, remove the lid and fluff the rice up. You can add some more ghee at this point or just fluff it up. Fluff with a large spoon like this one or with a fork. Just try not to crush it. Just fold it over like this a few times. And here we go. It's ready. Enjoy this amazing healthy turmeric rice with yogurt or any side of your choice. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have any suggestions or you would like to watch some other Indian recipe, let me know in the comment section below. Until then, take care. Bye bye.